The big man, Carlos Boozer, is back for postseason action. And take a look at the squad we put together today. Marcus Morris will jump in on all the basketball conversation. Orlovsky is back from skiing. We need stories. Damian Woody is ready to go in that museum he calls a home. Let's get this thing started, and it begins with the chef. Steph and the Warriors visiting Houston for Game 1. And Booze, if you just watched the play I'm going to show you first, you would think it was the Rockets' night. Shangoon, oh!
Woo! Brought back memories right there. Great job getting it started for the Rockets.
Just knocking one down over the top of Draymond Green. But this first half would belong to the Warriors and to Steph in a low-scoring affair. He had it going.
No, he was cooking from the very beginning. He did a great job of going inside, getting layups early, and then the three-point line started splashing for him.
He had 16 at the half. Warriors up 47-34 in a low-scoring affair. And then it's Jimmy Butler. Watch him talking to Reggie Miller on the sideline. He says, "You like that? Look at that. It's Reggie he's talking to over there."
Love that, man. No, playoff Jimmy showed up big last night.
He had 25. Next Warrior. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I mean, that's a shot only Steph Curry can make that shot.
For him, it's a good look. Warriors up 23, but the Rockets come storming back. It's a 7-point game early in the fourth, but when they needed a bucket all night, it was that man.
Yeah, you're going to go to your Hall of Famer right there. Clutch shot after clutch shot.
Warriors go up by 10. Rockets cut it to 5. Here's Amen Thompson. That one's going to go. It's just a 3-point game, but then come on, watch this inbounds play. Look how quickly he gets this up. Up. Boom.
That's all the space he needs, Greeny.
How do you stop that? 31 points for Steph. 30 seconds left. It's an 11-point game, and that one is going to be the capper. The Warriors take Game 1. They steal home court advantage, 95-85, and afterwards it was Jimmy Buckets talking about the man of the night.
Like I always say, Batman comes out of nowhere. You never see him coming, then he just falls from the sky, from a building, behind the door, and does some incredible things, man. He's going to be the reason that we do win it all. We all know that, but we got to protect him at all costs.
Protect that man at all costs. We got Booze, and we've got Marcus Morris. Marcus, what do we say about Steph? I mean, I feel like I've gone through my thesaurus and found every adjective I can think of and all of the complimentary terms. What do we say about Steph Curry after that performance last night at the age of 37?
I mean, are we surprised? Like, Steph Curry's been doing this for a while now, right? Now he has Jimmy to take a little bit off of him, to give him a little bit of help on the scoring load. But Steph just doing Steph things, man. Playing in the league and seeing this, I'm just not even surprised anymore.
So Steph was brilliant. And we could sit here and just say that over and over again. But the point you made on our call this morning, Booze, is that it was not what any of them were doing on the offensive end that stuck out to you.
Yeah, their defense was outstanding. I mean, they got guys that are 6'7", 6'8", Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green locking up everybody. Did a great job on Sengun, even though he had a good game. Jalen Green didn't play like himself. Van Fleet didn't play like himself. Brooks had a limited night. They did a good job on the other guys, made it difficult for them, got steals. Their steals from them to offense. And then obviously Steph Curry and Jimmy took care of the offense on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't stay up late and watch the game last night, the Rockets shot 21% from 3 last night, just 6 of 29. Defense obviously has something to do with that. Marcus, how about what the Warriors did on the defensive end last night?
To be quite frank, the Warriors match up really well with the Rockets. The Rockets don't really have that much size. Sengun is their biggest player. He's also the second leading scorer. So if Jalen Green don't have a big game, where is the scoring going to come from? I really don't see where Houston will have an advantage on the offense. And you got Jimmy Buckets on Jalen Green, and they're switching 5. And, you know, I think the Warriors have seen a team like this, but they don't have the size to go inside each and every play. Sengun is a really good player, really good post player, but I think Draymond Green could do a good job of switching 5 onto each of those guys, and you only have 2 guys that can really create a basket for the Houston Rockets.
Jalen Green was 3 of 15 from the floor last night. Van Vliet, which is their playoff experience, was 2 of 13 from three-point range. Booze, you know what championship caliber teams look like. Does Golden State look like one?
Absolutely. They got 2 guys that can close for him. If Jimmy got it going, Jimmy can close for him. Obviously, Steph was...
Read book with many, many leather-bound chapters. Can he add another title to it? Steph Curry taking on these Rockets. Jimmy Butler making his playoff debut with the Warriors. He'll get that to go. Golden State goes up a half a dozen, but they would open up this lead in a big way. 2 minutes left. Dubs up by 4. Steph was pulling from everywhere. in this game. That was probably one of his more normal shots that he took and hit in this game. This from the Toyota Center logo. Golden State has eliminated the Rockets 4 times between 2015 and 2019. Steph both did say, obviously the makeup of this Rockets team is so much different than it was. Jimmy Butler hits the triple. You know who wasn't hitting any shots? Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green. They combined to go 7 for 34. Steph falling into the courtside seats. It's what you pay for. All right, to have a moment like that. You can't play better defense than what Jalen Green did. Arm outstretched, hand in his face. It didn't matter. The Warriors were up by 23 at one point in the third quarter. We moved to the fourth, and again, Steph was feeling it, man. He was 5 for 9 from 3. He had 31 points. This is Jabari Smith Jr. He hits a triple. So the Rockets, they're down 5. Now they're down 3 thanks to the odd man Thompson high percentage shot. About 5 minutes to go. It's the Dubs. Brandon Pajemski inbounding to Steph. When he feels it, he feels it. Draymond Green said after the fact, listen, if we are going to win, we need Steph to be great. And he certainly was. And then he had a sidekick in Jimmy Butler, who went for 25 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, this steal, this finish. Warriors get game 1. This is the 7 seed in Golden State, taking care of business on the road against the 2 seed. Here's Jimmy after the win.
Like I always say, Batman comes out of nowhere. You never see him coming, then he just falls from the sky, from a building, behind the door, and does some incredible things, man. He's going to be the reason that we do win it all. We all know that, but we got to protect him at all costs.
And in case we need to make this overtly clear, of course he's talking about Steph Curry, as we are now talking to Anscape senior writer David Dennis Jr. joining the program. D, fantastic to see you. Curry, 37 years young. He dropped 31 on one of the youngest teams in the league. This after having a career worst game last time he played the Rockets, where he had just 3 points. Put into perspective what we witnessed last night.
Well, first we were talking about the good book and everything. Jimmy's been reading comic books. Like this dude, he's kind of dragging the Batman thing a little bit with Steph Curry. But I understand he's excited. How could you not be? Like when you're talking about Stephen Curry, it's about time that when we talk about all time, I took this personally, I'm going on the court to rip your heart out. We really got to talk about Steph Curry and Michael Jordan as being the top 2 guys to do that. Steph heard the noise all leading up to this series about Amen Thompson was going to stop him. He knows about the 3 points, the 1 for 10, and he went out there and demoralized that Houston Rockets defense. In the first quarter, they were hounding him, they were grabbing him, he was getting to the basket, he was making his layups. But that second half, the Rockets did everything they possibly could, and every shot it seemed like Steph Curry made was a heartbreaking shot. They defended him well, and these were circus shots that only him in the world can make these shots, and he tired that Rockets team out and gave them a lot to think about come game 2 because nothing they did worked against him.
2 weeks after, Houston was probably feeling pretty confident after holding Steph to just 3 points. When he played 30 minutes in that game, he went for 31 last night. Game 2, Wednesday night, 9:30 Eastern. D, hang tight. Amina, what you got?
Well, the Warriors win was impressive, but the loudest message sent yesterday was by the top-seeded Thunder. OKC crushing the Grizzlies 131-80. The 51-point win was the 5th largest margin of victory in NBA postseason history and the 4th largest win in any game in franchise history.